Havila HVLA stuff. So give me a second. I'll share my screen and see if we can't get some clarity for you guys. So first and foremost, understand that Havila and HVLA are two different things. Okay? They, it's the same name. Obviously, one of them's abbreviated, but they are two different things. So on the left-hand side, we have physical, we have digital. So we have a physical gold and a digital gold section of the dashboard. Okay. Now you don't have to do Havila in order to do HVLA. I'll just put yield token. You don't have to. I think it's smart, obviously, especially since HVLA yield token uses crypto. To me, it does make sense to do the digital option. So you're going to buy it. You'll use Morpho, and there's instructions on this at the bottom, guys. You'll use Morpho, and Morpho's going to give you USDT, and that is not a T. USDT, okay? So I do think that this makes sense. Do the digital gold. You do not have to, okay? If you already have USDT or even USDC, you're good. Now, both of these, or either one of these, needs to be on Ethereum network. Okay? So that is different. HVLA yield token, USDT or USDC. These are the assets that are accepted. You will buy HVLA token. It is 1-to-1 US dollar. Okay? 500 HVLA equals $500. Okay? So you guys are going to buy HVLA with either USDT or USDC. I don't care what wallet, doesn't matter as long as it's on the Ethereum network. Okay? HVLA, what it does is it takes this capital and it does stuff like, Blitz, VX10, Jericho, Swing Trader, etc., etc., etc. It'll probably have more as we go. Now, this yield token, what it does is 1x a month, one time a month. It pays out yield to you, to this pool of money up here. Okay? So we'll have your wallet address. It's going to be the same one that you sent, USDT or USDC to or from. So we're going to send this to you once a month. It's really simple. So what you don't have, you don't have to deal with a broker. You don't have to deal with a wire. You don't have to buy algos. There's no MT5. There's no, let's put EP for equity protector. There's none of that. So we get to eliminate all of that with HVLA, and you just, again, 1x a month, you get yield. So one more time, Havila, I'm going to put in here metals banking. Havila metals banking is not the same thing as Havila yield token. Okay? You can obviously do it here if you want to. I recommend it. You guys can do as you please. Why? Because what you'll be doing is you'll be backing with gold. You're going to be backing with gold. Okay? We're not doing that over on the right-hand side for the yield token. You guys are doing that over on your end. Okay? So it's different. Hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully this brings a little bit of clarity. So the quote unquote the cost for not having to use a broker or send wires or algos or any of this, or even buying the algos half the cost, right? The exchange for that is there is a 32% profit split. To BGT. Covers all of our management, that covers all of our traders, that covers the transaction fees, the broker fees, all of that. So hopefully this makes sense, guys. In preparation, getting ready for HVLA to launch is really simple. Like you just need to have USDT or USDC. If you're going to use Havila, like the digital gold, just go through the steps on the dashboard. That's it, guys. You'll see a lot more information here in a few days as we get closer to launch.